Alright, so now you have your atypical mocktail, but what does it really say about you?
Bright, charismatic, and colorful, Omono's content is a fantastic mix of storytelling and commercial appeal. In a world where brands value high-quality content creators as much as big agencies, Omono fits the position perfectly. Here's the secrets he shared with us for creating premium content on social platforms.
This was a time when this song just came out, the original song just came out, and it was trending on TikTok. And we know that if something trends on TikTok, in 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to trend on Instagram. The simple trigger here is if you see it once on TikTok, you hear it, you love it, you scroll past, but 3 scrolls later, you hear the same song, there's every possibility that it's probably going to trend that week on TikTok and 2 weeks later on Instagram.
Trends are great for staying on top of the algorithm. They also aren't platform exclusive. Omono suggests that observing trends from a platform could lead to an opportunity in another where it hasn't quite picked up yet. Additionally, finding one within your niche or target audience will most likely amplify your reach in the right direction.
50 mil is the GOAT for vertical video if you know what you're doing. Right? It's so good, it's so versatile, it gives you the look that just feels a little bit more premium than normal, enough depth of field, enough of the blurred background that separates things when you're shooting closer, right? Any video just feels like a fashion video just because you're shooting on a 50 mil. It could be an object or it could also be a person. And most of the time, the 50 mil just hits that spot.
The 50mm is arguably the most famous lens for portraiture and is considered to be the closest look to the human vision. And because portraits are usually shot in a tall aspect ratio, the 50's framing and lack of distortion is a sweet spot for vertical content.
Tell me this is not living life. Running in the ocean, toes in the sand, waves crashing, smiles everywhere. This is the big island energy.
Your favorite influencers have what they call an influencer voice. If you're able to drop things and drop down at specific parts to emphasize key things, keywords, then you're gonna have that flow. It's one of those ones where if you're asking people a question, it should be going up. If you're trying to end a sentence, it should be dropping down.
A monotone voice is almost guaranteed to lose retention because we use pitch and inflection to determine what's important. Without these cues, the listener has to work much harder to process your message, which is why what Omono calls the influencer voice is so effective.
Turn me up, I like my money.
All of this is Photoshop and Premiere Pro, and all the animation is in Premiere. If you know what you're looking for, it's so powerful. I always tell people, if you open any editing software, if you understand keyframing, you're gonna be a very good editor, easily.
Right.
If you can't keyframe, I don't know about that.
Keyframing is a technique used in video and animation that tells a computer to accurately calculate and move values between 2 points across time. For example, if you set the size of your video at point A to be 1 and point B to be 2 over the span of 2 seconds, it will automatically divide the change per frame over that span of time, thus removing the tedious work of manually doing it yourself frame by frame. So, which one was your favorite? Comment down below and like and subscribe for more. Thank you, Omono, for sharing these valuable tips with us.